If I told you that the pain you're having in your low back is because of your shoulder problems, would you believe me? Tune in to This Monday Moves. Hey there, it's Marian, and I'm so happy you're here for Monday Moves, and I've got something really interesting to talk to you about. Well, I think all of this is interesting, but you will find this interesting too if you've got low back pain, because I'm here to tell you your low back pain may be that little signal that's letting you know that you've got shoulder problems, or maybe you even knew you had shoulder problems and you were ignoring them because it's just your shoulder. But now that your back's hurting, now you're taking it seriously because it's bugging you day-to-day basis, whether it's at the office, whether sitting in the car, trying to get onto the ice with your kids to play hockey, whether it is getting ready to go on a vacation and play golf, whether it's stretching out for those tennis serves. It doesn't matter what it is, but people tend to take their back a little bit more seriously than their shoulder. I'm here to tell you that you've ignored your shoulder long enough because your back is now talking to you. The reason why, so a little bit of anatomy here, let me show you. The reason why is because there's a big muscle called the latissimus dorsi. Now this muscle attaches into that low back area, onto the spine, onto the hip, and it covers a lot of your back, and it attaches right into the shoulder. So it works on the shoulder in 3 different ways. First of all, it internally rotates the shoulder. We already know we don't like that. That's the bad movement. The one you hear everyone saying, no, keep your shoulders back. So you can see when that shoulder rotates in, what's our tendency? Our tendency is to lean forward because that muscle's tight. So how do we lean forward? With the low back. Why? Because the shoulder's tight. So we're going to try something with the second move that the lat does, which is adducts the arm against the body. So I'm going to stand up here so you can see. And what we're going to do is bring your arm out to the side. Now you can already see that I'm a little imbalanced. You know I've got some left arm problems, left shoulder problems, and that's why I'm getting back to the basics, because I need to start with my foundational movements and get that left arm moving properly. And of course, get my diagnoses and things like that, but we're working on it. So I'm going to demonstrate with the right arm. So what I want you to do, right arm out to the side, and I want that palm forward. And I'm looking just to make sure that that palm is forward. And now I want you to bring that arm all the way to the side of your body. Can you do that? Does it start to get tight? Are you out here and it's comfortable? And then it comes in here, and what do you start to do? Are you hiking up that shoulder a little bit? Is it getting tight? Are you squeezing? Are you extending in the back? Now the other movement with the lat is the extension, is moving the arm back. So when you're at the gym and you see those lat pull downs with that internal rotation and the adduction of the arm against the body. But that lat also attaches in here. So I want you to try a couple things. Okay, so what I want you to do is bring an arm up to the shoulder level, and I want you to bring the palm forward, and now I want you to reach up. Now, when you're doing this, make sure your feet are on the floor, make sure your tush is comfortably on the chair, both sides, that you're even. So the shoulders should be even, feet should be even, knees should be even, and I want you to keep even pressure on your feet as you reach up. So let's bring that hand back again. Press down on the feet, press down through the heels. That's what I want you to do. Press through the heels, and now lift that arm right up. Do you feel one side trying to lift off the chair? Do you feel one foot trying to lift off the ground? Do you feel like you're leaning off of one side of your tush to get that reach overhead? If you are, then you know that there's tightness in there because you're using other parts of your body to compensate for what's not moving in your shoulder. So I'm going to point out, first of all, elbow bent. When your elbow's bent, that's not reaching straight. That's not the shoulder. That's the elbow in there, okay? And if you're doing it this way, then you're leaning. You're compensating as well. So what I'm going to ask you to do after you do it in the chair, after you make sure your feet are solid on the ground, and when you're doing that reach, the tush isn't lifting up on one side, The next thing I want you to try though, if you really want to see, and this is what I have patients do, and this is what I had a couple of my friends do, they could not believe it. They were complaining, they had some shoulder pain, and I said, okay, show me the movement. They show me, they're reaching overhead, they think it's great. I said, stand against the wall. 3 points of contact, remember, back of the head, mid-back, and tush against the wall. Then they'll reach. They reach up against the wall. They think that's okay. Then I tell them, thumb forward. So we've got the thumb forward, elbow stays straight. And I want this right against your body. Whew, what a difference, because we are stretching out muscles that are really tight. So you can see where those problems come from. I think I've given you a couple places to start to see if your shoulder problems are actually causing that low back pain. Go back, do these tests. Remember, one sitting in the chair, feet flat on the floor, doing your overhead reach to see if your feet stay flat, if you're leaning, and if there's shoulder pain. And then move yourself against the wall and test with that thumb forward, keeping your hand against as close to your body as you can, and see if you can reach behind you and see where you feel that pulling. If you've got some pain in your shoulder, then you know you need to work on those movements. And I want you going back to those Monday moves, going through those foundational movements and working on those stretches that I have laid out. If you're not quite sure what you should be doing, then send me a DM, send me an email, info@marionbarnick.com, and I will talk you through those foundations. It's awful to have back pain. It's also awful to have shoulder pain. I want to solve both of those for you. So hit the button, subscribe. I would love to see you getting the Monday moves every week and me being part of your recovery from injuries, from tightness, and making sure you are as productive as you can be, which keeps you happy at work and play. Have an awesome day.